David Octavio Gandell. I'm a two-time cancer survivor, and I'm also a business consultant. I help businesses turn around the business as well and build profit centers for those businesses to be substantial.
So, David, my first question is going to be directed at you, and then we're going to kind of go down the line. What is the biggest problem that we're seeing that founders and startups are facing when it comes to seeking funding? And that can be in regards to how you specifically help them.
Sure. The biggest part, if you go to a bank right now, you're not going to get anything, right? So everything is about timing. So right now we're living in a time that we're not getting any money from the bank or any funding from anyone really, unless you get a chance to go to Shark Tank and get Mr. Wonderful to take 50% of your business. So the other part of it is, from my experience as a management consultant, was understanding that the market, you always have to continue your business to grow in some way. You need profit centers. So my word is profit centers. Your word could be different sources of income that your business is coming. So I'll give you a little bit of a story. I ran 11 franchises for Gold's Gym, but my job was to turn those clubs around. They were losing money because they were focusing on memberships and personal training. And what I learned in college, I put into practice throughout my years when I became a regional manager and took over these gyms and built 5 to 7 profit centers in each business. So each gym was able to sustain. So in other words, I'm not selling memberships this month, but I'm selling something else. And at the end of the month, you got to make sure you're in the green. So for my experience is to understand the business that you're in and figure out how to build profit centers, different sources of income, right? In each business. It doesn't matter if it's a health club or if it's a corporation. I have no clue as long as I look at a P&L and I can tell you where you're losing money. And it's not about cutting all the time. Sometimes it's growing, but growing profit centers and thinking outside the box, something that somebody might have told you, but you don't even see it. And it's okay. As long as you give me your vision and I can try to give you a plan that matches your vision, then we're good. Because sometimes you're in the box. Remember, you remember the can? You can't see the ingredients, right? You're inside. And if you're hurting and if you're in need, you're certainly not going to look outside the box because you're focusing on, can I pay my rent? Can I pay my lease? Can I pay my employees next month? So you heard a couple words. I want you to take home this with you. You heard strategic. You heard the secret sauce. You heard foundation. Okay? It all starts with your why. Why are you doing this? Is it an exit strategy? That was the next question. Are you just getting into business just to exit strategy? Because there's people that do that all the time. They buy a company, they run it, they exit strategy, they make their money, they're done. Supplement companies do that all the time. I'm aware of a lot of them because that was my field for many years. So understanding that your why is why you even want to do this company, okay? There's certain words that I use as a coach, and it's perfection, ideal, and logic. Perfection exists, ladies and gentlemen. It exists in your mind. That comes from your dream and that comes from your vision. So when you're in your mind, you're thinking this is a perfect situation, right? It's in your mind. Don't share it with too many people because they're not going to believe in you. But understand that that's what's going to keep you going in any business. The ideal is something you've already seen. You're copying an idea from somebody else and you made it better. You made it better because something inside of you is telling you, I can do this better, so I'm going to give it a shot. And logic is very important. If you're not educated, okay, at least in something, okay, college or whatever you do, you got to use logic as well. And logic comes from experience, your own personal experience. And then what Mike has put together with Kessie, which that's the reason I'm here, is because you have to understand that you're good at something. You have a vision, but it's going to take a team of people that are really good at what they do. So an example, like I had a conversation with Mike 2 days ago, all about Patrick. Never met him until today. But it was all about Patrick because Mike was trying to share something with me about what he does and why he does it for people, right? But at the end of the day, it's not just us. Here's the thing that Kessie touched on. You're in a room full of people, you don't even know who you're sitting next to, okay? All of you are entrepreneurs, business owners, investors, bankers, whatever it is that you are. Accountants are very important. Attorneys are very important in this. I mean, I am in a crowdfunder right now. I got into crowdfunder with an app that I'm working on. And guess what? It took an attorney for 3 months to get me all the legal stuff so I don't lose my company when I go public. So understand that it takes a team, ladies and gentlemen, for you to do that. So what we're here to do is facilitate your why and figure out how we can make it happen. But understand, without the foundation, it goes nowhere. Without the structure. You remember when we were kids, cross your T's and dot your I's? That's what we do for you. Okay, that's what I believe this panel and some of you out there already are doing that. So I hope that I just wanted to take that home with you. When I started, what did I say my title was? Let's see who listened. Why did I open with that? Why do you think I opened with two-time cancer survivor? Yes, ma'am. Sure, there's a story, there's a why. I was given 3 days to live. The reason I'm saying that is because I'm here today because I want to be here today. I live every day like it's my last. And if you're not running your business or running your life with that in mind, don't wait till you have no energy. Don't wait till you're sick. Don't wait till something else happens. Don't wait for that rock to fall. In other words, for me, I'm living a bonus life. So the reason I start always, I don't care if I'm in a tech conference, I'm in a medical conference, I'm anywhere. I say that because someone's gonna pick up on that, is gonna ask me, what happened to you? From 3 days to live to 16 years cancer-free, and I've lived every single day like it's my last, okay? And I'm saying that because if you're not running your business or doing like what he just said about you, that means change, do something else. Because if you don't have the passion to live your life and do something with your life, then don't even talk to anybody, don't pitch anyone. If it's about money, it's gotta be bigger than money. The money is there because you need it to complete whatever your vision, dream, or whatever the reason is why you're alive. So for me, anyone that knows me knows that I always open with that. Why? Because I'm blessed to be here. Mike knew that about me, and he says, David, I want to put you in everything. Why? Because yes, I have my business background. Yes, I did all that. But I also walked away from the gym because I knew that I had to tell my story to the world. And I've done that for 16 years. But consulting is still a passion of mine. Why? Because if you have a dream or you have something or you have a story to tell, I can help you put that story together. And then you go to somebody else to get that pitch and get the consulting or for the business or the funding. And it's gonna work because now your why, you've defined it. If you don't define who you are and the people around you, you're gonna be lost everywhere you go. And like Nate said, understand that your network is your net worth. I know people say that a lot, but you gotta get that. Your network. So if your network is made of people that are distracting you or trying to take your dreams away, get rid of that network and build a new one. And these are the types of events that Kessie, Mike, Carly want to do, and that's why I'm here today. God bless you guys. Thank you.
Okay, well, I'm going to leave you guys on that motivational note because it was a good one.